Mrs. Anita Asawalikar. She is a versatile HR professional with substantial experience in organization development, employee relations, including policy development and wage negotiation. She specializes in employee relations, organization development, training, mentoring and coaching. Prior to Eaton Fluid Power Limited, she worked with corporate giants like Reliance Retail and Lear Corporation at senior level in HR department. She holds a master's degree in social welfare from Wellington Institute. She has been keen interest in leadership development and effectiveness. Ma'am, I request you to please come on dais and address us.
Like my experiences or my thoughts. I'll not say knowledge, because the knowledge which I have gathered is picked up from books and experiences and on the job, or where I observe the senior leaders. So the students today, I'm going to talk about personal and interpersonal effectiveness. You may think why have I selected this topic. Recently, I got a survey request on LinkedIn to one of the senior colleagues. He doesn't know me directly. He has seen my profile. He forwarded me the request, and he wanted to know, like the industry HR leaders, what they think that what is the important characteristic we need to be in effective today in the organizations. And he had 4 options given for it. One was interpersonal skills, another was leadership, third was intellectual, and conscious, and 3 to 4 options were there. I chose the interpersonal relationship. And when I got the results of the survey, I found that 37%, that the maximum percentage of people have chosen for interpersonal relationship. I feel, students, I feel it has become a very, very important aspect of to be effective. And let's not talk about being effective in the organization. It's being effective as an individual, being effective as a person, being effective as a husband, wife, child, son, daughter. So I'm going to talk here about the total effectiveness. My presentation, my thoughts are influenced by Dr. Covey, Stephen Covey's book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and the 8th Habit, which is again written by Dr. Covey. So let's proceed to the presentation. Yes, I want to put up certain realities which we face every day. Don't you find that we find people saying that there's so much to do and there's never enough time. I'm so tied up with my busy schedule. I have no time for my family. I'm so much engrossed with my work, I can't give my time to my parents. I think many of us come across the situation. Second situation could be, I see my friends or relatives achieve some degree of success or receive recognition, and I smile and congratulate. But inside, I'm eating my heart out. Why do I feel that? Why I feel that? Because I can't do it. I can't achieve it. Realities of life. The third situation, I waste my time in many wrong things, like gossiping, playing, politics. I'm always on the cell phone, even though I'm at home, I'm on the cell phone. And I achieve some short-term pleasures out of these, but I know that is not good. And how do I overcome such tendencies? I have a question. And fourth, I'm very, very aggressive. If I'm short-tempered, anyone who does not listen to what I want them to do for me, I accuse them. I don't look inside, I accuse them. Realities of life. Next, I always blame people with whom I live, friends, colleagues. I failed, I scored less because my colleague didn't support me. He didn't pass on the notes with me. Right? This could be a reality. This is a very popular case that many of us would take. I want to use a weight. I want to be fit. I want to have a figure like Vipasha Basu. So many of us go on various kind of diets and gyms and regimes, different types of regimes. Do we really stick to them? Why do we switch over? And then again, there could be many times I feel so much I have done for my family. I do so much for my father. I listen what he says. I do what he says. I study. So still I don't get the response what I would like to get from them. Aren't these realities you people come across?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I think this will go, there will be a lot of sharing from my side, and I would like you to share with me if this doesn't go with your experiences or if it doesn't match with your thoughts. And you have some, there may be some different thoughts on the same subject, on the same topic. So I request you all to share them with me. So what should we do? We need to change. I need to change this very badly. How do I do it? So outward versus inward. We feel that so many people who are taking if you've seen in that PPT where the person was taking that weight reduction regime, he was with a diet, and was looking like quite an executive person. So he has that outward success. Like he's a high-profile guy, high-paying guy. You'll find so many people, but they are struggling with their inner self for inner effectiveness. So we all decide one day, I need to change. I'm going to devote time to my family. I'm going to reduce the usage of mobile phone, just simply tapping on it and just gossiping on it and, utilize it better. So what do we need to do? We all make the year-end or New Year resolutions. Can we stick to them? Do we really stick to them? For that, what do we need? We need to see how we get the inner effectiveness. With our good flying qualifications, exposure, the way we communicate, people may select us in the interviews and offer us high-profile jobs. Does it mean that you have won yourself? Just getting a high-profile job, high-paid job, doesn't really, serve the intent of your life. Still, we struggle with ourselves. So let's see through this presentation how we can do it or the next step towards it. I quote here Gandhi's statement: one man cannot do right in one department of life, whilst he occupied doing wrong in any other department. Life is one individual goal. As I said, if you say you have achieved outward success, getting admitted into the big, management colleges or good corporates, having fat salaries, or having good degrees behind your names, and you can see that equally your other life, part of your life, be part of your role as a son, role as a brother. Are you really fulfilling that? Are you fulfilling your own motives or own what you want to be in life? You need to look into that, and it's really impossible to say, okay, I got a success, outward success, I may compromise on inward. It's really not possible. We need to be effective as a person, as a whole. Instead of being, effective or successful at one aspect, one sphere of life, and another, we can, lag behind, we can compromise, and that's not a total effectiveness. So we have to change. We all think, as I said, in the form of New Year resolutions. We say, I want to change. This is this year's resolution for me. And I'm going to reduce weight, I'm going to do this, I'm going to read this book, I'm going to read this course, and I'm going to go for mountaineering. The person depends on his own expectations about self. He or she decides resolve what I have to do in this year. But can we do that? If we have to change and be effective as a person, as a whole, we need to change our perceptions, paradigms. furry coat. Can you see her? Yes. So you can see both. But first, some of your answer was old lady. Why was that? It's the same picture. It's the way we perceive. I perceive because I looked into first glance, first wave of her. Okay, she's covered her hair, and her features look old, so she's old lady. Did I look beyond to see what is inside? And if you see, if you check, because I said, what do you see? If it were only old lady, you would have stopped, but you knew that there is something beyond it which I'm going to ask you. So you started finding out what is it next, or what is different there. And some of you said there's a young lady. So it's a perception. Same picture, same drawing, but it's a perception. Some of us will say it's an old lady, some of us will say young lady, and the people who have gone beyond, stretch their imagination little beyond it and say, yes, in one angle the old lady, one angle she's a young lady. So this is all about perception. The thing is the same. So we need to change these perceptions. So let's see what is perception. Don't you think that perception is this kind of specs through which we see the world? This is how we perceive the thing. Today we come dressed in a suit with a tie. Okay, he's very well mannered, the way you people are behaving today. Oh, my perception is you guys are very well mannered, very humble, because the way I got the treatment right from the beginning of the day over here or back to the cafeteria, it was great. So my perception about you is you people are well mannered, humble. If I see you on your campus, I don't know. I need to visit your campus, and more than a campus, cafeteria, where I'll be able to see all the rooms, all kind of rooms and all kind of gossips and all kind of groups there. So it's the perception. If I see there, if I would have seen you there first. So I don't know what kind of impression I would have carried. But my today's impression is that, okay, you're well mannered, very humble, and so this is all about perception. What is paradigm? So paradigm is a part of perception. It is model, theory, perception, assumption, or a frame of reference. When I talk about any institute, education institute, what comes to my mind? Any education institute. What comes into my mind? As maybe a little senior person by age, I would say, nowadays the people, they just come there, wear good clothes, have a good time, pay little attention to the classes, and they go home and they read on the net and all, and they appear for the exams and they clear the exams. It's a perception, it's a paradigm, because it's a frame of my thoughts, which I refer when somebody asks me about any institute or the students of this age. But it's my frame of mind, not necessarily that every one of you fits into that frame. So what I need to do is see real individual, real person. What do I need to do? I need to shift my paradigm. The frame of a reference.